For the queen, sisters manifesting their dreams. Get your cream by any means and beam with self-esteem. Beauty supreme and booty walk so mean. The way you fit in them jeans, you eat your cornbread and greens. Dance or a doctor, red wine or vodka. Redesign your spot and redefine your mantra. Retwist your locks and realign your chakras. Doing your squats and getting closer to God, huh? Brunching with your squad or taking a girl's trip. Adjust your crown, you God's gift to the world, sis. Celestial body, drink your water. Meditate, sun kiss goddess, heavenly order. Levitate, tribe of Ashanti, black girl magic, melanin popping, whether you ratchet or lavish, whether you bougie or savage, you a gift and a treasure. You got to love a black girl getting a shift together. Black girls are getting a shift together. These black girls getting a shift together, man. These black girls are getting a shift together. These black girls getting a shift together, dog. When God made you, boo, you know he showed out. Mahogany enchantress, blessings overflow now. Picture of success, seductive silhouettes on a spiritual quest. Manifest and be blessed. Mother, sister, auntie, tribe of Ashanti. Rocking your locks, I got a close crop blondie. The curse and the gift, uplift, apply pressure. Nothing like a black girl getting a shift together. Nothing like a black girl getting a shift together. Nothing like a black girl getting a shift together. Black girls are getting a shift together. Black girls are getting a shift together, man. These black girls are getting a shift together, man. These black girls are getting a shift together.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together. My name is Ursula. I'm a transformational life coach as well as a podcaster here in the ATL. Each week, I promise to deliver relevant topics that affect our community. You know what? I just want to tell everybody hello. This is going to be a very fun episode today, and all the love is coming in from my guest already. I'll start posting in a minute. But before we get into it, let's take care of some housekeeping. If you're listening right now, I would love for you to click that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, as well as check out blackgirlsgettingtheirshifttogether.com. And when you enter the room, drop some light bulb emojis, because anybody who comes to my platform, I consider us an enlightened tribe. So if you have any light bulb moments, just put them in there. You know, I already see Laquita's got it going on already. I love that. So as you know, we're global right now. So I would love to give, let's see, what country was it? I want to give them a shout out. Let's see. Here it is. Whoever is listening to me in India, I have no idea, but thank you for tuning in. As you all know, I also have an audio podcast that drops every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's streaming on all audio podcasts. So just go ahead and subscribe also. All right. 3 more shows coming up, and then I'm finished with season 3. So next week is my shadow work coach, Code Knox. He's coming on, and we're going to talk about, since the holidays are coming up, respecting boundaries with your toxic ass family members and friends. We all need it, just because, you know, we're all about self-development on this channel, and don't let the holidays mess it up, okay? Because you can be sucked in. And also that next Wednesday, we will have a fun show as well. I can't announce who's coming on. And on Thanksgiving Eve, I have therapist Nick Wright coming on. So just tune in, but subscribe. housekeeping done. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. All right. Yes, Erica, boundaries. That's a good one. All right, we're going to get right into it. Thank you, Mrs. B. Finesse. Okay, tonight I have Patrice Moncel. Everyone with the YouTube community that we're in, we all know her as Patrice, the OG Patrice. However, if anyone who knows her and everyone loves her, she's so supportive in these YouTube streets, but she never cams up. I think twice when I asked her to be on this platform, and this beautiful sister, she has a beautiful voice. No one sees her face. But guess what? Tonight, she's camming up. I know, right? Mrs. B, she is beautiful. Okay, you all, I'm going to bring her on. Let's get her out this waiting. Oh my God, look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Y'all, she's real. She's real. The avatars come to life.
Hello, everybody. How are you, beautiful?
I'm well, beautiful. How are you, OG?
I am wonderful. Thank you. Can you hear me good?
Yes, I can. Can you come a little closer, a little louder?
Sure. I'll make that work. How's that?
Yes. So, okay, I'm gonna start calling out some folks. Let's see. Frank Gooden, hello. I need you to subscribe to my channel. I already know the tweet it is. Let me put up some of the comments. Oh my God. So, all right, we're just gonna get right into it. The
I know I
section.
saw Miss B Finesse in there. Hi, Miss B Finesse. Hi, Frank Gooden, the Emmy winning filmmaker, Frank Gooden. And I think I saw big time drum in there.
Who is that? A big time drum.
Yes,
subscribe to this channel, sir, please, and thank you.
Yes, he's a musician. He has a channel as well. Sophia Sharif, hey, what's up? I see y'all. Blind Guy, his wife.
Laquita!
I appreciate the support.
You all don't even know the significance of this sister being on. I am so honored that you came
I'm honored
on.
to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
What made you want to cam up?
Well, I have before. I did. I cammed up twice, other than this time. So this make my third time. I cammed up once on The Lead Attorney, and I cammed up when I interviewed with Blind Guy, his wife, their life. So I cammed up. So this is my third time.
I feel honored to be in the scope of who you've been with.
Thank you.
Wait, look who I haven't seen in a long time. Marcus.
Hey, brother Marcus. That's my bro there.
Hey, Marcus. Yes. Wow. So, all right, everyone. The love is still going to keep going, but as you know, this is Patrice. We all endearingly know her as Patrice, OG Patrice. But how are you all doing? Marcus, we are doing so well. Matter of fact, I contacted Marcus. I emailed him, Marcus, because I didn't want my phone number on his live, remember?
Uh-huh.
And I emailed him. I was like, Marcus, give Patrice my phone number and email, please. And thank you.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure.
He was right on it. He was right on it. So everyone or anyone who does not know, Patrice is an entertainer. And we're going to get right into that. But before we do, so many people know your beautiful velvetly voice. Now we get to see the beautiful doll face.
Oh, thank you.
So we know you like that, but we're gonna go a little deeper. We want to know, who is Patrice? So, like, tell us about, like, where were you born? Like, what was going on?
Girl, listen, it's a lot of layers to this girl. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. So I'm a south side girl.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I grew up in a community called Inglewood, and it was a very popular community back in the day. So I had a pretty good childhood. I had some fun times back home in Chicago. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I'm born and raised there.
Uh, how did you know you could sing? Like, were you singing as a little kid or what?
I was. I was singing. I remember just being in the house, right, with my mom and dad, and my dad was a classically trained singer, so he would
Really?
travel. Yeah, he would travel all over the world. He was very famous. He sung with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. He sung with a very popular gospel group called the Soul Stirrers, which out of that gospel group came your Sam Cooks and your Johnny Taylors. I don't know if anybody in here is familiar with that, but and I would always go to my dad's rehearsals. So one day my dad just heard me singing, like I sung a whole song because I was going to rehearsals with him. I actually learned the whole song that he was singing, a gospel song. And he just like did a double take, and look, the next week he threw me in the choir at church and I was singing. So my upbringing definitely comes from my gospel roots of singing in the church.
Really?
Yes.
Can we have a sing off at the end of this? Did you know?
Sure.
Remember, I told you I wanted to be your backup singer,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I can't sing.
That's okay. We'll work it out.
I can hum.
We're humming. We'll make it work. We'll make it work, right? So yeah, so from there, singing in church, got my first solo at the age of 12. I was about 12 years old when I sung my first solo, and look, you couldn't tell me nothing after then, right? Like anytime you grow up in church and you grow up, in gospel music, anytime you can rock the house with the church, and you make the old folks stand up with the handkerchief and they waving, and the deacons saying, come on baby girl, they doing all that. So I knew I was on to
Really?
something. Yeah, and my father started taking me with him when he would go on the gospel tour. So
So, were you nervous? How did you feel that solo
I
at
was
12?
actually I threw up in the restroom before before I, before I was so nervous. But once I got in the groove of it, my dad helped calm me down. I got in the groove of it, and once I saw that I was making people feel good, then that's when I felt good. I knew that I had something. And it's funny because
Really?
I still get those butterflies right now every time before I go on stage. I still get those butterflies. So
Hmm. So, what
yeah.
was your first professional gig?
Oh gosh, let's now see. For me, it may be professional. For you guys, it may not, because it actually was not for someone famous. My first professional gig, I like to say, was my first talent contest that I won, and that was in high school. So to me, that was my first professional, because it led to gigs, right? I started getting hired to perform at organizations like the NAACP, the Urban League in Chicago, Operation Push with Jesse Jackson. Yeah, when the Obamas was when Barack Obama was senator of Illinois, I actually
Mhm.
did me and my band did a fundraising for him, because right out of high school, I got with a band and immediately just started singing all over Chicago. So it was really cool.
Really? Oh my God, I didn't know that part. So
Yeah. Yeah. It was actually, Chicago's a big city and very known for blues. We're really famous for blues, but we had some really great singers come out of, Chicago. People like Shaka Khan, people like the Emotions, people like the Shy Lights.
right.
All of these were groups. The Dales. These were groups that I grew up listening to. Coming out of Chicago, along with some other groups. Motown, Top 40 stuff. Um, my first actual singing gig professionally with celebrities was I did some background work for, and these were blues singers. I don't know if you've heard of them, and it's gonna definitely tell my age, but
I'm
Bob,
only 28, so
yeah,
I'm only 28.
I'll just say I was 16 when I was up backstage with them, but I was on stage with Bobby Blues Bland. I worked with him. Johnny Taylor, which
Is
I
he
can
the one
still.
that was singing stand up in it?
No. That's
Oh,
I think that's Marvin Cease or somebody, but no,
oh,
Bobby
okay.
Blues Bland was like he come out of the era of BB King and people like that. And I worked with Bobby Blues Bland. I worked with and we were on performing and touring on the blues sector with BB King was on there. It was Little Milton. These were all like really big blues singer. Millie Jackson, Denise LaSalle, people like that.
Uh-huh.
So toured with them for some years and toured with my cousin. I actually have a cousin that he was pretty well known in the blues sector too. I did some touring with him. His name was Tyrone Davis. He was from the west side of Chicago. He was a famous blues singer. And I did some tours with him. I worked on his album as well. He died in 2004. And I was able to tour with him. And that's how I got to meet all of the famous blues singers like Denise LaSalle, Millie Jackson, BB King, Little Milton, so many of them. So that's where the most body of my work came from when it came to the touring.
Really? So you know what? If you can hold on one second, if you can
Sure.
give me a brief story, because there's literally a gazillion pictures. Talk about this person here and this.
Oh my God.
If you can explain
Listen.
everybody, because remember, this is an audio podcast as well.
Yes.
So you can tell everybody who this is.
Okay. If anybody can, and you listen, I'm gonna see if anybody in the chat can guess. She is a world-renowned singer, background singer. She wasn't famous for singing leads until she was convinced by the person she background for many years to come out with her own album, and she won a Grammy for it. She was famous for, she is famous for backgrounding with the Rolling Stones, but most famously Luther Vandross.
Let's see what they say in the comments.
Who got it? Who can guess who that is?
Oh, big time drum, Lisa Fisher.
Yes, that's my girl, Lisa. Yes.
Big time drum, you've won $1,000.
Yay! Yes, listen, Lisa, I've known her for about 5 years. And yes, big time drum. She's the business. And she called me. I was living in Vegas at the time. She called me and said that, she was, oh, wow, you did a gig with her. That is so cool. But then, you right, big drum. We probably know a lot of the same people. But she was giving a show in Las Vegas, and she called me and said, girl, I'm be in your town, And I was like, well, I'm there, So I just went to support her. I hadn't seen her in a long time. And this was right before COVID. She came to Vegas.
You saw what he sent his money to cash out his money.
I hit you up in a cash app. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, let me drop my cash app. All right, I'm going to show you another picture, and you all, you know who the person is, and then we're going to let Patrice describe the picture. I'll say one of my favorites for the
We'll
last.
see if they can guess who these people is.
Yeah, let's see
if they can guess. All right. Now, he is one of the godfathers of funk. That's my heart right there. If anybody can guess who that is, I'm on that picture with.
And you also will get $1,000 prize.
That is actually that's at his birthday party in video shoot. I was in his video shoot in California. So yeah, I get the phone call, hey, you want to be in so-and-so's video shoot and celebrate his birthday? I'm like, you already know I'm there.
All right, let's see.
What they saying? Who guessed it first?
Dope Discussions Live. That's my friend Erica and my co-host.
The godfather of funk himself, Boosie Collins, baby, Bobo.
Is he really tall? He looks so tall.
He is very tall. Yes, he is bad. He is one of the most bad bassists ever. He started with James Brown, I believe. I believe that's where he started from.
I think so.
Yeah, he started with James Brown. Then he moved over to Parliament Funkadelics. So he played for George Clinton for a while. And I met Bootsy. I think it was at a party. And he mentioned he was having a birthday party in California and asked me if I wanted to be in his video. And I was like, heck yeah, I do. You know, you the godfather of P-Funk.
Why didn't you call me?
What's that?
Why didn't you call me?
I didn't know you then. You know what? Bootsy Collins is one of the most sweetest persons you ever want to meet. And he's so, when I tell you he's tall, he is tall.
Like it.
Yeah, but he's a chocolate. Ooh, he's a good looking chocolate man.
Is he really?
Oh my God. Yeah, in person, he really is.
Does he have big hands?
Yes. He's really a good guy too. He's a good guy. Look at you. He got big hands.
Asking for a friend.
Okay. Well, tell that friend to tell a friend yes.
All right. A few more pictures, everyone. And Patrice, you give the backstory. And anyone in the chat, if you know who it is.
Miss B Finesse, I do let them out every now and then, but I'm being a good girl now, you know. But the girls, you know, they show a little bit every now and then, depending on, you know, if I'm at them parties, you know how it goes. Sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And listen, Boosie's party was a 70s party. So, you know, I had to come with the 70s, the whole outfit. You had to dress up like him back in those times. So that was so much fun.
Oh, that thing was thinging. I saw it. I saw it. Oh, and there's more pictures, everyone. You know, yes, she cammed up, but there's more. All right. OG, give us the backstory on this picture.
Oh, that's my boo thing right there. That's my boo. I know everybody better know who that is. I think he needs no introduction. He is the king of New Jack Swing, honey. He is the king of New Jack Swing.
Where was this party?
That was his birthday party in Las Vegas. His birthday party in Las Vegas. Listen, I have been blessed enough to work with, party with, hang out with. Like Teddy Riley is that guy that I hang out with to watch him because he loves the bowl. He loves to him and what's his name? Gosh, I'm forgetting it. Flavor Flav. They, you know, they're good friends and they all live in Vegas. And at the time I was living in Las Vegas. And Teddy Riley throws some of the awesomest parties. But when he ready to chill and just, you know, be in chill mode, he'll call a gang of people up and be like, let's go bowling. And I'll be up there watching him bowl till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. But I love it though. He loves to shoot pool, but his real thing that he loves to do is bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I watched an interview with him and Mike Tyson on his hot box. Mike Tyson hot box. That was amazing. So aside from him being Teddy Riley, I would love to have him on, just the way this brother was talking. And it seemed like he's coming to some kind of enlightenment, the way he.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah. So you heard it too?
He's in Africa right now. He's in Africa right now. Like Teddy is so humble and so soft-spoken and so laid back, you know, just talking to him. And you talking about intelligent?
Yes.
Smart as a whip.
I believe it.
And he is really big on health, on being healthy, you know, and promoting healthy eating, working out. I mean, Teddy is 50 plus years old and
he looks amazing.
Looks awesome. Looks absolutely awesome. Yes. Thank you, Sophia.
Said she adores that lipstick with the picture with Teddy Riley. I'm gonna
now my wish and my dream is to really like work with Teddy like soon. He's one person I have never worked with, but we know some of the same people in the business. So I got to actually meet him and hang out with him and watch him bowl. I love watching him bowl.
Well, let me tell you this, and this is a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I wanted to work with Teddy Riley. I wanted to be in that Rump Shaker video so bad. And I'm not joking.
I know, right?
My thing is thinging too back here. I wanted to be on that video.
Yeah.
So, that was.
I know, right? I know.
Really
Teddy is, listen, when you have people like Bruno Mars who are, kind of mimicking his music after the likes of people like Teddy Riley, that is an awesome accomplishment, and he's gotten his honor on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. I think he's been inducted. I know he received a couple of years ago the Lifetime Achievement Award on Soul Train. So he's very well deserving. Very well deserving.
May I? You let me know, because I know certain things we can't say. Do you mind if can you briefly tell the story about who you were supposed to work with you met their father? And
yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So
tell it really brief, because I want to go into the last picture. I saved the best for last.
I was doing Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about, because I met two fathers, but I think you
not the female.
Okay. So I was doing a gig in Las Vegas, and I was at this hotel, and this guy was just standing in front of me watching me sing with my band. And when I got done, he was like, "You're amazing. I have a show here in Vegas at Treasure Island, and I'd like to know if you'd be interested in being my background singer." And I was like, "Awesome," and we talked, and we found out we knew a lot of people in the business that I had worked with and did background with. We talked about my experience with Gladys Knight, people like that. And so I auditioned for him. I auditioned for this person, and he was like, "Yeah, my son flew in here personally and got me this gig. And I was like, "Really?" Because he had told me his name, and it didn't ring. I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Who's your son?" And he named his son, and I was like,
"Can we say his son's name?"
I was like, "You freaking kidding me?" Bruno Mars.
Now see, you need to call me so I can be a background dancer / singer for that.
I know. So Bruno Mars flew in and got a contract deal with his dad at the Treasure Island. It was a dinner show. And so I don't know if a lot of people know, but Bruno Mars's real name is Peter Hernandez Jr. So while I was talking to his dad, he just only introduced me as Peter Hernandez Sr. And it never clicked, it never dawned on me. So I was like, okay. And he was like, "Yeah, my dad, he was like, yeah, my son, he flew in and got me this gig, and I need some background singers and so forth." So I was like, okay, cool. It's still not clicking. And he said, my son, my Peter Hernandez Jr. And I was like, okay. He was like, my son. I was like, "No, I don't know your son." He was like, "Yeah, you do. You know him by Bruno Mars." I was like, "You better shut the front door and go out the back." I was like, listen, Bruno Mars is one of my favorite artists, like that's current right now. Mm-hmm. So I was blessed, to get to meet him and work with him and things of that nature. So yeah, I was excited about that. Did I send you that picture of me and him?
No.
Oh, see, that's who I thought you was talking about, because I do have a picture of me and him. I'll send it to you later. But anyway,
I'll put it on my social media.
I thought I sent it to you. That's when you said the guy. I was like, "Oh, you got to be talking about Bruno Mars's dad." Okay.
Wait. Sophia said, "Black girls getting your shit together. I can see you cutting up on videos, making folks have a seat and looking to."
I love Sophia. She's so sweet.
And I do. No. All right. We're going to say this is one of my, this is my absolute most favorite picture that OG sent me. And we're going to talk about this picture. And look, before I get any comments, I know the picture needs to be rotated. I just couldn't have time.
Oh, okay. Are they going to be able to guess who it is?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna put it up
Okay.
right now. Let me tell you first the backstory on this picture. This person was given all this body on this picture. That thing was thanging. Okay. Look
Wait,
at
who
this.
did I? Oh, yeah, that's yours truly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
Okay.
apologize for it not being rotated correctly, but I had to get this picture to fit. But everyone just tilt your head to the left or the right. Look how beautiful. Patrice,
Yes.
you behind that damn avatar all the time. What is all this body you got going on here?
I know.
Yes.
Listen, I want to tell the story behind that picture because that was my dream, a part of my dream. When I moved to Las Vegas 14 years ago, my dream was to be in a production show. And I had tried for so many years auditioning to be in some of those big shows. I wanted to see my face and name in lights, the whole thing. And that's the reason why I left Chicago and moved to Vegas, is because of the entertainment industry there. And I actually finally got looked up and got the opportunity to be a part of a production show. So the name of the show was Solid Gold Soul, and it was at Bally's Casino on the main strip. So it was a big top 10, one of the top 10 production shows in Las Vegas.
Right.
And we were actually the only all Black production show with all Black singers and musicians on that show. And I got to portray, I don't know if anybody can tell me who I look like on that picture, and then I'll tell you who I got to portray.
Yes, that would be great. I will hope. Let me put the picture up again.
Put the picture back up and see if they can guess who I portrayed. Because that's me backstage right before I go on stage. And I portrayed this legendary singer.
So Erica says, yes, she's got the In Vogue look.
The In Vogue look. All right, so discussions. I like that.
And Marcus said it wasn't luck. It was a skill. Agreed.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
This
was a legendary. Oh my God. Now all big drums. I like that, but it wasn't Diana.
Wasn't D. Ross. Sophia, no ma'am. It wasn't Diana Ross. Think about it.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Well, if I give them this hint, they're gonna know. Well, she sang blues and jazz. I'll just put it that way. She was a blues and jazz singer. See if anybody.
You know what?
Saying Diana Ross. Do I look like Diana Ross on there?
No, ma'am. No. But they're so captive. Oh wait, you singing? Wait.
Oh no, I was singing a little Diana Ross since they said that I look like Diana Ross.
Oh,
somebody got it.
Somebody got it.
Big time. Yes. I portrayed the legendary Etta James on the strip for 2.5 years at Bally's Casino Hotel. And I tell you, that was my dream come true. Oh, Billie Holiday now. That's a good one, though. But it was Etta James. And there were other artists on there. There were Diana Ross and the Supremes, Gladys Knight, Donna Summers, Ray Charles, the Four Tops, Dionne Warwick, James Brown, Smokey Robinson, and Sam Cooke. So we all, rotated days where we portrayed these legendary artists, and we had to dress like them back in the times, where our hair, makeup, the clothes, everything. So so that was my Etta James look. That was backstage right before I got ready to hit the stage, and I had the most wonderful experience in time doing that for 2.5 years. And of course, when COVID, when C-19 hit, everything kind of shut down, and they didn't renew the contract again. And I was so hurt about that. But it was a time of my life. That was my dream to move to Las Vegas and be a part of production show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we're all about mental health and wellness on this channel. So I let you take the lead on this part of it, but I definitely want to get back into OG's singing career. I want to end on
Okay.
that note and some of the other pictures that I
I'm going to
recently.
try to be an open book. What do you like to know?
So, married life, single at the time with all of this traveling and the beautiful singing.
Yeah, I mean, I started a little later in life because I was a teen mom. I had my son when I was a teen, and so I stayed home. Finished high school, did a couple years in college, got a degree, and was being a mom. And my mother, thank God for her, she was helping me raise my son, right? Because back
Oh, that's
then,
good.
yes, excuse me. My son's father was in the service. He served in the army at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and so I had to wait until my son, became of age. So I did not get back into the entertainment heavy as far as like touring and things like that until I was 19.
Okay.
And my son was older. He was few years older now, and my mom kept him a lot. While I did touring and went on some blues tours and things of that nature. I got married late, like later in life. I didn't get married in my 20s or 30s. I think I was 40, 41 when I met my
Really?
husband.
I didn't
Got
know
married.
that.
Yeah. And
Really?
I was married for 10 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was an executive chef at the time. So I thought it would work out really wonderful for us to move to Vegas. He's an executive chef. I'm an entertainer. Vegas is all about gambling, entertainment, and good food, right? So you put all that together, you got a good combination. So we agreed that we, give it 5 years and then we will move to Las Vegas.
Mm.
And so when that time came, he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to go.
He didn't?
No, he didn't want to go.
Oh
So
my
so
gosh.
so so I went ahead. I said, okay, I'll go ahead because I had a girlfriend that lived there. I said, I'll go ahead and I'll get things settled, stay with my girlfriend for a while, find some gigs, in show business there. And
Right.
I was working a day job too, honey. And find a place to stay. I said, then you come, and I'll go and get things settled, but I need to go so I can, start going to get my name and my face out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I looked up and 2 years had passed.
Really?
Yeah. And he was not coming. Okay.
Oh.
So, okay, well, I'm not coming back home. So what are we doing here? And yeah. And I looked up, 2 years had passed and that was it. He didn't come. And I said, I'm not coming back. And that was kind of the end of the marriage at that point.
God,
and it's funny because we stayed married for like 7 years after that. Nobody got a divorce. I was still in Vegas. He was still in Chicago. Yes. And yeah, it's crazy. But
that's not uncommon though. I mean, you hear that a lot. I mean,
listen, and I get it. I didn't get it then because you're my husband and you told me you was going to support my dream. He was going to go there, get an executive chef job, and I was going to do my show business thing, and we was going to support each other. And now that I look back at it in retrospect, I know he was afraid. And he told me that later. He was afraid to kind of step out his comfort zone. He had been at that job for so many years. And my husband was like a lot older than me. He was like 14 years older than me. So he was kind of set in his ways. And,
yeah.
And it was just kind of hard to get him to step outside the box. Now, me, on the other hand, I've always been that risk taker. I go wherever the action is. I go where the dream is. I go where the opportunity is. And I make my way. And it's unfortunate that he didn't come. And I was not looking back. And I haven't looked back since. I lived in Vegas for 14 years. And now I'm in Arizona trying to get back to Vegas.
So, right.
Yeah. So, it's just one of those things that happens, unfortunate. And we're good. We're good now. We're cordial with each other. He's remarried and I wish him all the best, but life goes on. I had a dream that I had to fulfill ever since I was a little girl and I was just destined to do it.
Before I ask the next question, if anyone is enjoying this content, and if you'd love to support my channel, I am going to drop my Cash App. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, your throat gets a little parched while
Yeah,
you
y'all buy
do.
my girl a coffee. Hit that Cash App up.
Wait, can you sing it and say, "Buy my girl a coffee"? I can't sing.
Buy my girl a coffee and make sure you hit the Cash App. Buy my girl a coffee and don't you do no mishap.
Hey! See, I want to sing after you. I can't. I'm gonna mess it up.
All you gotta do is do the boo bop, shooby doo bop, boo bop. That'll be my backgrounds. You good?
Yeah, I can't even. I've been told I'm tone deaf, and I know I am. Oh, also, and if you like a OG, Patrice said, if you'd like to purchase me a coffee as well, I'm gonna drop that link. Also,
drop that link, girls. Drop that link.
Ooh, sing it like you would sing it with Bootsy.
With Bootsy Collins? Ooh.
No, Teddy Riley.
Ooh. Let's see. Teddy, Teddy is the king of New Jack Swing. So I'd be like, buy the girl a coffee. Come on, and all let's swing. Buy the girl a coffee. Hit the Cash App on this thing.
Hey,
buy the girl a coffee. Black girls getting a shift right. Buy the girl a coffee. Come on and do it right.
I love it. I love it.
I was trying to mimic. I like the way you work it.
I heard it. Hey, Adrian Nash. Adrian says the blonde and the pink is everything, Patrice Garner.
Thank you, Miss Adrian Nash.
And the lovely Laquita said, buy my girl a coffee.
Yeah, buy my girl a coffee.
And Adrian's, or excuse me, big time drum, Adrian Nash. Hey, I know Mrs. B Finesse. She said, OG has so much soul in her voice.
Thank you.
This is so true.
Thank you. I've been told that come from being around people that had that old soul in them, That's what I grew up on. That's the music I love. The Marvin Gayes, the Al Greens, the Gladys Knights, that's the good music right there.
Exactly. Let's see. Big time drum said, I know that's right. He said, there's your jingle. And it is. And Sophia said, I copyrighted that.
Right on, Sophia.
And I agree, Erica. Buy my girl a coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to go. Nikki. Hey, Nikki Pooh. Nikki Pooh said, love the freestyle.
Hey, Nikki Pooh.
I can't see the comment, but it was what Big Time Drum said about you singing At Last. Do you ever get tired of singing that song? Do you know that's one of my absolute favorite songs?
It was one of mine too. I never get tired of singing it. Actually, that was the song that my ex and I danced off of, and that was our wedding song.
Really?
And yeah.
Oh wow! Can we do a duet right now?
Sure. And I would always close the show in Vegas with At Last, and it will always get a standing ovation every time. Every time.
Erica said, hey. So back to your story with your ex-husband. How do you think you would have felt if you never went to Vegas and you stayed?
Listen, I say in life is, have no regrets when it comes to your dreams, and it is unfortunate that it happened the way it did between he and I in my marriage because of it, our marriage because of it. But I don't have any regrets of making a decision. It was the best decision for me at that time in my career that I could make in my life, because that show led to so many other things. You know what I mean? It led to other opportunities. It led to me being able to meet so many wonderful people in the business, you know, and having friends. It led to me meeting writers and producers and directors that directs musical stage plays and things of that nature. So that gig in Vegas for 2.5 years led to so much more of my career that I've been blessed, been blessed to be able to do for over 20 something years. So I don't have any regrets.
I
I
don't
don't.
think you do. You don't seem like
No,
it at
I
all.
don't. I don't. And you gotta think, that when you're in love with someone and you're married to someone and they tell you that they're going to support your dreams, and then when the time comes for them to do that and they don't do that, and you've been supporting them, because he went back to school to get his culinary degree,
Did he really?
and at the time I was at home, I wasn't touring, and I supported that. So it hurt me. I was very hurt by it. Of course, I'm a
Yeah.
human, but I was not gonna go back home, because I knew if I'd have went back home to Chicago, I would not have gotten the opportunities that I gotten for the last 14 years. So no, I have no
Absolutely.
regrets.
Story time. I'm gonna share a story with you because while you're
Please.
talking, you are you're enlightening me. And so a long time ago, oh, thank you, Nikki Pooh. I appreciate the coffee. I mean, and I
Thank
love
you,
it.
Nikki Pooh, 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 Pooh.
You know, anybody who buys me a coffee, we're gonna have Patrice is gonna give you
Anybody buy our coffee, I'll say thank you. I'll sing thank you.
and go. But so a long time ago, I used to live in another state, and I was dating a man, and we moved in together because we were going to get married. Okay. So we were gonna move to another state, and we both agreed on it, and we planned for a year and a half, maybe. And April 1st came. That was the
Oh,
deadline. And I'm getting everything together. We're getting our orders together. And before we were moving at lightning pace. And now I'm still lightning pace. And now he turned into a tortoise. Sir, what's
wow.
going on? And he waited and waited to the last moment. And he said, I don't want to move, but I still want to get married. What? Even,
Yeah.
and I was younger then, but I could not stay in that same state.
Yep.
Literally, physically, and mentally, I could not stay in that state. And I guess he thought we were going to be stagnant. And
Wow.
yeah.
So what was the end result? Because I know you had to be hurt, but what was the end result of that?
I was destroyed, but I gave everybody a 2 weeks notice, including him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I moved.
Do you have any regrets?
No,
See?
I don't. I do not. And in
See?
retrospect, we should have stayed friends. We probably should have never dated. But him and I are good friends to this day,
Okay.
And of course, I was going through my own personal stuff. And then after going to therapy and realizing how toxic I was as well,
Okay.
I apologized to him, not because of the move, but things that how I navigated in the relationship. But to this day, I do not regret moving. I mean,
This is the thing I say about that, because I'm glad you said you don't have any regrets like I don't, because I think if you'd have stayed and I'd have stayed, we'd have end up resenting them. And I think that it turns to resentment for that person, and because you're unhappy not doing what you really wanted to do in your heart of hearts. So I'm glad to hear you say that, because in looking back, and having a conversation with my ex, I definitely said that to him. I said,
did you?
if I'd have stayed, I definitely would have been very resentful. because I would have been, I would have like turned that into resent for him and blaming him for me staying, trying to stay in the marriage and be happy in the marriage. So yeah.
Yes. Same
You know
here.
what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
was just like, no, I have no regrets. I mean, I regret the marriage ended because I loved my
Mhm.
husband, don't get me wrong, but like to me, that was like, when you marry someone and they know what you do, you know what they do, and you form this union on the fact of we're going to support each other's dreams. That for me, that was a big thing for me, because
Yeah.
I supported his and I didn't get it back in return. So you know
Yeah. That hurts. That
yeah,
hurts. Well,
absolutely.
yeah. I regret things I've done in life, but that one I did not.
Me
And you're
either.
right.
Yeah.
And he's such a kind man. And I remember this is how I knew it was time to go.
Yeah,
I'm
my ex
embarrassed
was
to
too.
say this.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I have nothing bad to say about him. He was an awesome, awesome man and husband. But it was just that one thing. And then when he told me it was fear for him, I was like, okay, all right, all is well, all is forgiven.
At least he told you. I didn't.
Yeah. Well, years later, but he told me after the fact. I think then he just didn't want to tell me he was afraid to make that move at his age at the time, and
And being a black man.
so
Yeah, I
far
get
into
it.
his career. So, but I get it, and it's good that you made the decision that you made.
I did. Yeah, I'm very happy I did because everything, like my mindset where it is now, and you've listened to enough of my shows. This
Hmm.
was not going on back then. I was living kind of reckless, I'll admit. And I knew it was time because I love what you said about regretting or excuse me, resenting
Yeah.
your partner. Because one time he wasn't doing anything. This man was sick in the bed. He had heartburn. And I remember, let me take the glass off so you can see. He had the worst heartburn. He thought he was having a heart attack. And so he reached over and he got some Tums or something and he was chewing and it sounded like there was a megaphone in my ear. And I just looked at him like, God, like I hate you. Did
Oh
this
my
make
God.
yeah, but it wasn't
Yeah,
him, it was me.
it
It
gets
was
bad,
me.
right? Yeah,
It
it
was
was.
me.
Yeah, at that point, it's like it's time to go.
It's time to go. Like you're having a pseudo heart attack, and I had no empathy for him because he was
Yeah,
chewing the Tom so loud, and it was just
absolutely.
but good for him, good for us because we're
Yes,
really good
yes,
friends now. Yeah,
yes,
we are.
absolutely.
I've even introduced him to some women for real. Like we
Oh
are,
wow. Okay.
yeah, I don't want
All
them like
right.
that.
Now my husband, my ex-husband, he's remarried, but I ain't introduced him to. I wasn't doing that one. Whatever.
Now,
You do you. I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm good over here. You're good over there. I'm happy for you. And I am.
right,
I'm happy for him. He's a good guy. He was a good man. He deserved happiness. So.
right. Now, don't get it twisted. I ain't do that with all my exes now.
Oh, okay.
Told you I was living reckless before.
Right, right. Well, that's
Anyway,
good. You and him are in a good place. That's
oh
important.
yeah, we've been in a great place for about 18 years. Yeah, we're
Good,
good. Yeah,
good,
we're real
good.
good. So, but back to you, beautiful.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let's fast forward to I'm gonna show another picture.
Okay.
And if you can give a backstory on this, and then we'll kind of wrap it up a little bit,
Okay.
or maybe even a part two.
Okay.
You
I like
think
to
about
see
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love talking to you. So, you mentioned earlier, if anyone coming in late, Patrice is from Mrs. B Finesse said yes, pics, and so we all know
You
that.
like the pictures.
Oh yeah, they're really cool. That Patrice lived in Chicago,
Mm.
so she was at a function. If you can explain this picture.
That is my hardcore political days. Actually, that's in Nevada. I was very heavily involved in Obama campaign. I told you I used to perform for him when he was senator in Illinois. So of course, him being the first Black president, of the United States to run, of course, I wanted to be a part of that history. I wanted to be a part. First time ever in my life. I've never been big on politics or anything of that nature, but when he ran, and he's a fellow Chicagoan. He is a fellow Leo like myself. We have the same exact birthday.
Really?
Yes, our exact birthdays are the same, August the 4th. So
Oh,
that is my
wow.
fellow Leo buddy. We live not far from each other in Chicago. Him in Hyde Park. I later moved to the South Shore area, so we were very close as far as neighbors. And I had did some fundraising work on the Obamas when he was senator. So when he ran, I definitely wanted to be a part of that history. So I went in, as they say, what they say, 10 toes down.
Yes.
Boots to the ground, grassroots in Nevada, worked hard on his campaign outside and inside the office. And then that picture was from actually when him and Michelle came to Nevada. So so that I actually took that picture behind one of the world famous mariachi bands in Las Vegas. So doing the Obama campaign. Got a chance to meet up close and personal with him and Michelle as well. I gave you some pictures. I don't know if you put those up, but yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But maybe you have to come back. We'll
come back.
And
yes.
so these youngins right here. Oh.
Yes. They performed at the ceremony in Nevada for the Obamas, and they were one of the famous like top 10 something kids mariachi band in Las Vegas. So that's when I had my black hair days. But yeah, I was definitely heavy boots on the ground working for the Obama campaign.
Don't you feel proud?
I do. I have no regrets of that. First time in my life I ever did it. I wanted to be a part of that history, and I'm very proud of that.
You said you sang for one of their campaigns, you said?
When he was senator in Illinois, you know how they would hire bands for fundraisers and functions and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. So me and my band used to do some gigs for some of the fundraisers in Illinois, and then he happened to be one of the senators in Illinois back home.
Really? All right, here's another. Actually, this is the last one. Okay. If you can explain this picture, because Mrs. B Finesse loves the pictures, so we have
again, that's one of the senators in Nevada, and that's myself on the right, and a girlfriend of mine. She worked with me very hard too. Like I said, we got very, very involved. As you can see that. If you look at the picture, those people on the other side, we're on the inside of the thing where the president, the first lady, all of the people, they come through that way. So we were behind there in that VIP section because we.
Excuse me, sis. Because this is going to be an audio podcast. Can you describe what this picture is? I mean, I know you are now, but where you are, like what city, state, and what?
Yes, absolutely. That's in Las Vegas, Nevada. When he ran and when he was campaigning, he came to Las Vegas, Nevada. And that was in Las Vegas, Nevada. That is Senator O.C. Guerra. He was a senator in Nevada at the time. And he helped us work so diligently on the Obama campaign. So then Obama came to Nevada, and he spoke at this school, and that's what that picture represents there. We were there in that VIP section, so excited, waiting on him to come. It was so awesome. It was really a historic time. I really felt, I think that's the most patriotic I ever felt in my life, is being a part of that campaign.
Speaking of singing, who are your top 2 favorite artists that you sang for or with?
Um,
I'll
I
even give
def
you 3 if you have too many.
uh-huh. That I sang with or worked with.
Yes.
Um, I started to send you this picture too. I didn't send
Don't
it.
worry. Part 2.
I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Brian McKnight, um, Gladys, and I would definitely say I would have to say Bobby Blue Bland and my cousin Tyrone Davis. Those are,
Really?
yeah. I mean, because if it wasn't for my cousin Tyrone Davis, I would have never been able to have the opportunity to tour like that and meet those people in that sector ever. And listen, I wasn't quite 21 yet. So so but because of him, I was able to tour with Bobby Bland, Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor. I actually dated one of Johnny Taylor's sons. He's deceased now, but I used to
Ooh.
date him. His name was Floyd.
Okay.
Floyd Taylor, Johnny Taylor's son. I used to date him. And he's deceased like his father, like Johnny Taylor is. But yeah.
Mhm.
So definitely them. And
Well,
Gladys, one of the sweetest persons ever.
she
Um,
seems like
oh
it.
my
I
God.
don't know her, but
Yeah.
her
Yeah,
spirit.
because Bruno Mars' dad asked me, how was it working for Gladys? Because a lot of times they expect you to say people are, and some of them are, but
Uh,
not her. Not
and
her.
this was actually a great segue because you already know. And Big Time Drum, he beat me to the punch because he said, "What or who was the worst gig you've ever done?" The people want
Oh,
to know.
um.
I want to know.
Now, see, when you saying gig, does it mean like for the person or the gig itself? Like,
Let me rephrase this. Who was the worst singer that was a straight a-hole or just was difficult to work with? And
I can't say the name because again, people know people, and I
whisper
still
it.
want to work. It was
No,
definitely a male. It was a male. It was a male, and very well liked by the ladies. I'll just say that.
if I guess a name, will you just wink?
Oh, you only get one guess.
Oh, damn. Are they deceased or still
No,
living?
they're alive.
Oh. You all in the comments, help me out. Who do you think it is? Yeah. Because I want to say someone, but I still want you to have a gig. So you all, at least if we can read it. So if you all can guess who you think was just the most difficult person that she's worked with.
I would say in the beginning, the gigs on the blues sector. I would just answer that for Big Time. The blues sector was not the best all the time, and I would say because it was a lot of stuff going on that behind the things that
Understandable.
I was not happy. I was just getting exposed to the business, and yeah, some of the things that I saw as far as behavior.
Is it that person?
No, not Keith Sweat. I love Keith Sweat.
Yeah, I
No, I
want
know
give
him
him my
personally
number,
too.
Patrice. Give him my
What's that?
number.
I'll tell you later behind the scene. I can't say it on here because, honey, this is on a public platform, and I got to be able to my phone got to still be able to ring one day.
I know that's right. You'll tell me later. But for
It's
real,
a male. It's a male. He's still living, and ladies love him. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
really?
Yeah, he was an a-hole. Total
Yeah,
a-hole.
tell me when we get offline.
I will.
I'm gonna need you to give Keith Sweat my phone number. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait, look, Laquita said, give him my number too.
What is Corey gonna say about that, Corey?
I know. She's like, You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone because she's a married woman. She said, but she put a smiley face over it.
Right,
Have
exactly.
you seen Corey
Call
on
me.
those? Right, call me.
Call me.
Corey cuts up on that show. You know, I'm at work every time when they come on, so I can barely watch it, but I'll sneak and listen to it and I'll watch it. He cuts up and I will holler at work. I didn't realize how funny he was.
Corey and Laquita, they both are like, they had to both be like class clowns, especially Corey. Every time he
Yes.
always called me Pistol Packet Patrice.
I love how their dialogue, just the way
Listen,
they
though, I want to
navigate.
give a special shout out to Frank Gooden if he's still in here, because I look forward to working with Frank. He's the Emmy winning filmmaker that if he's still in the chat, I look forward to working with him on the film that the short, what do you call it? It's like a video, sort of like a thing, but it's all going to be online. It's like a play online, if you will, kind of animated. It's like an animated body of work that he's doing. And I auditioned for him. Oh, he's still
in
here.
the chat.
I auditioned for him, so I'm look forward to working with Frank as well. So I'm excited about that. I don't care. I just love the work. I just want to work. Graphic novel. Thank you, Frank. Graphic novel, yes, and it's all going to be on YouTube. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
And let's put a pin in that. But we have another question. Frank also said we're going to have a blast this weekend.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I am. Frank is a cool guy, and I'm honored. I'm actually honored to work with an Emmy-winning filmmaker. So
that's
so
amazing.
Excited.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Can you tell Frank to subscribe to my channel, please?
And you subscribe to his. His is he's under Frank Gooden, and he has the name of the graphic novel is it Live or Die? Live and Die? I'm sorry, Frank. I think it's Live and Die.
I'll look on
the name
his.
of it.
I'm
Put the
definitely
name of it in there, Frank. I believe it's Live and Die.
Yeah, Frank, can you please put it in?
It's a graphic novel. Yeah, it's so awesome.
He said Life or Death.
Life or Death. Same thing. Live and Die, Life or Death is all the same.
Yes.
Life or Death.
He said he did subscribe.
Thank you so much, Frank. Yes, Life or Death. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited.
Okay, we have a question from Nikki Pooh, which is great. I didn't even think of this. She said, what is your favorite genre of music?
Oh, that's a great question.
Isn't it? Thank you,
yes.
Nikki Pooh.
And as I say, it looked like Nikki might be from Chicago too. I saw her put that up there earlier. My favorite genre, of course, I grew up off listening to like good soul music. Soul like your Marvin Gaye, soulful like your Sam Cooke, soulful like soul. So definitely soul with that little R&B swing. That's definitely my favorite genre.
Really? What's your opinion about the music now, today's music?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm a little iffy with it. It's a few artists out now that really have some great stuff that I do enjoy what they're doing. Like I said, Bruno Mars, I love him. I enjoy listening to what's the guy's name? See, that's what I have a hard time. I have a hard time with the names of these younger generations now.
I know it.
The guy, Glover.
Oh,
what's his name? Glover something.
Of course, he's the Afro.
Yes. And I like Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. I like, but they, they're a little bit of more the old school now because they're over 10 years old in the business. As far as new school, I like her. I do like her. I like, God, I have a hard time with these names. The young lady that sung the Rise Up. What's her name? She sang the song Rise Up.
I'm
I
bad
can't
with
think of her name.
artists.
I can't think of their names. I'm not good with names, but it's a couple of them that are decent. Jasmine Sullivan, I like her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about a handful though. It's not a lot.
Right. Well, you have different ears than we do. Oh, Childish Gambino.
Yes, Childish Gambino. Thank you, Big Time
Yes.
Drum. Childish
Um,
Gambino, and I even have
thank you.
some decent rappers that I actually like. I really like Kendrick Lamar. Um,
Yes.
I like Anderson Paak. He works so much with Bruno Mars. I like him, but a lot of the my old school rappers is like Nas, even older, going way back. Now I actually worked with some rappers back in the day, like Crucial Conflict out of Chicago, Do or Die out of Chicago, but most recently with Fat Joe. And
What?
this is like studio work, right? Because I have girlfriends that sung on Pac and Snoop stuff. Girlfriend by the
Mhm.
name of Jewel, she's out of Chicago. Girlfriend by the name of Val, she's out of California. They sung on Tupac and Snoop stuff. So, and it's like
Mm.
studio work. You know how you put the ad libs in there. So when you hear that female in any of those rap songs, those are those girls. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nikki Pooh said that today's music is a hot mess, and that
I kind of agree, especially a lot of the rap. I'm really disappointed in a lot of the rap music. I came back in time the culture with the conscious rappers.
exactly. She also said that new school does not have soul or meaning.
Exactly. Yeah. I think they're trying to bring it back, but like R&B is like
Not the
almost
same.
obsolete
It's
in
not
the
the same.
industry, even as a genre, because it kind of our white counterparts kind of took over that sector,
Mm.
like your Justin Timberlakes, your Robin Thicke, I mean, good music, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, nobody was buying the black artists, music. Darius Rucker, he sings with Hootie and the Blowfish. He
Mhm.
went country now, but he had an R&B album out and nobody bought it, and it was an awesome album. But then
Really?
yes, and then you get see a lot of people don't know that and if you get these our white counterparts and they doing our R&B, they are loved all of a sudden by the black and the whites, and it's no shade, but I'm just saying, I grew up on your Stephanie Mills, people that
Ooh.
can sing, honey.
Patrice Russian, love
Exactly.
her.
Patrice Russian, yes, absolutely, you're
There's
right.
a
So
very beautiful post I want to read to you from the marriage brokerage firm. Hey, Patrice, I love
hey, my
you.
favorite farmers, what's up? So yeah, so that's when music was really good, because for me, I grew up in a time in an era where the words meant something. They had substance. The lyrics had substance. Love, that 4-letter word, honey. You sang about that. Listen. You got listen. You say all you gotta do is sing about love, and the songs were inspirational. They wasn't
Yeah.
vulgar. They wasn't raunchy, and so that's the difference for me, of what I look at the time when I came, when music really was good music, the content, the lyrics, and all of that.
You know what song I love? And I sing it to the look, one of the many that I sing to the top of my lungs
Who's
is
that?
Stairway to Heaven with
By the OJs. Oh
yes.
my goodness, I love them too. Yeah, they're one of the best, one of the favorite groups. Them, the Whispers, the Temptations. Listen, they don't make groups like that no more. They don't
If
make.
I could sing, I swear to God, I would sing Stairway to Heaven right now,
Wow,
loudly.
wow.
Mrs. B. Finesse said, OG is such an amazing woman. And
Listen,
she
Linda,
is.
listen.
Listen, Linda, OG catchphrase.
Thank you, Miss B Finesse. Miss B Finesse is amazing. She's so sweet.
Yeah, I like watching her streams too. I sneak
Yeah.
listen to it at work, so I can't get in the comments like I want
Right,
to.
right.
But
I'm always on the panel. She has such great topics. She really do.
she
She has
does,
really
and
good
you know what?
topics.
I wanna I'll admit I haven't subscribed yet, but I heard her talk about. I think she has a financial channel. So
No, educational channel. She's a teacher.
I thought
Hmm.
it was a she does finances or not does it for a living, but work
No,
that.
it's education. I'm almost, yeah, I'm sure
Well,
it's
you would know
education.
more. Why did I
Yeah.
think that's her second channel?
Yes, that's her second channel. Yeah. Miss B Finesse, put your second channel in the chat, sweetie.
Yes. So I
Yeah,
can
she's
get it all
awesome.
together.
She's awesome.
Yeah. And then, I have a lot of educator friends, a lot.
Do you? Okay.
So I'm going to direct them to her.
Yeah, to her educational channel. She gives good stuff, good content.
So Nikki Pooh said we need a live listening party.
Listen, honey, Nikki Pooh, Nikki Pooh, Nikki Pooh. You ain't saying nothing but a word, girl. Listen, I've been waiting. I'm waiting. I cannot wait to start back performing. I really can't. I sung on Miss B Finesse's Miss B Finesse's channel, your favorite pharmacist channel. They all got me to, girl. Listen, I was
She's
singing.
supposed to be on my show too. My
Your favorite pharmacist?
Yeah.
I love her. Yeah. She's
See,
funny.
I knew I heard it right. She said, I do it all. I know finance stuff. I knew I heard it.
Okay. All right. Well, go on, Miss B Finesse.
And she's in education.
Okay.
Mrs. B Finesse, drop put your show, put the link to your YouTube channels in the chat, please and thank you. We got to get our shift together, but we got to get our financial shift together too.
Listen, yes. I love my brother Marcus too. I used to be on his Rebuilding Black Wall Street, and we plan to, and I hope Frank Gooden listening because I want him to go too. The Las Vegas Black Film Festival. They have it every year in Las Vegas in April. So that's one of my next bigger things I plan to attend as far as the entertainment business. This lady named Miss Michelle, she is the founder of it. And we've had Loretta Devine has showed up, Leon, the actor Leon, Gossett Jr., we've had some amazing people show up at that film festival. So I really hope Frank Gooden and Marcus plan on being there from Rebuilding Black Wall Street.
Yes. Well, Frank says he plans on it. So this is great. Mrs. B Finesse, we're wrapping it up. So sis, put your link. She said that's the main channel. Yeah, put your link in the channel, in the comment section if you don't mind. We all got to help each other.
Absolutely. We are one big beautiful community. I have met some of the most amazing people on YouTube, that I hope one day to meet in person, like Frank, like Marcus, like you, like Miss B Finesse, like all these big beautiful people. Hopefully one day, we all can come together somewhere and just meet, meet each other.
It's definitely a community for sure. And I'm happy, but I'm really honored that you did say, yes, I'll come on.
Thank you.
Like, what? This sister's on everyone's channel. So I am so honored. I'm happy. She said she did.
I appreciate that. Yes, Les Frank, I'm really looking forward to meeting you and Marcus in April. If we don't get to meet, let's see, is the film festival on Rebuilding? No, the film festival is in Las Vegas. It's an actual destination. It's held at the Santa Fe Casino in Las Vegas, and I want to say it's the last weekend in April. So it'll be the last weekend in April of 2022 in Las Vegas. It's called the Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
She said, we're going to end with Mrs. B Finesse's comments. This is what I love. We gotta plan a meetup soon.
Yes.
And she says, love this community.
It's amazing. I really met some amazing, cool people. So, and I definitely, I I got about a list of 20 of them for sure I want to meet.
Hey, I love it. So we're gonna wrap it up because I have to be on a live stream at 8:30 my time, which is in about 9 minutes.
Okay.
But any parting words, something that
Yes.
OG talk to
Yes.
us.
Everybody been asking when I'm gonna start my channel, and I do intend to start it. But like I told you, and I've explained it on a couple of other platforms, I can't start it right now because I'm under a contract with a major television organization. When I'm released from that, I'm gonna make an announcement because I want you guys to tune in to that particular television station and watch me on TV doing what I love to do and having fun while I'm doing it and getting the bag at the same time. It's gonna be beautiful.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
So I just been kind of low key because YouTube can, I can't, I'm on a contract, so I have to be very careful what I do and what I say and things of that nature. But yeah,
we don't want to mess anything up for your future.
And listen, and I want to thank everybody that in the chat that came over here to support your girl, OG Patrice. And listen, Miss Ursula, you don't mind me calling you by your name, right?
Not at all.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity. We talk on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
And you know a lot of other things.
I do, and it will stay right here.
But I want to thank you because other than Blind Guy, his wife, you're the second person that gave me the opportunity to really come on and interview me, because I try to support everybody else and things of that nature. But I want to let you know that I appreciate you. I enjoy watching your content as well, so I will continue to support you and uplift you and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, I have goosebumps because I felt that. I received all the beautiful words you said. Seriously, I would love for you to come on again. You all, just to let you know, we didn't
listen. We got to do part 2. I don't mind because I got a goo gob of other pictures and stories, honey. And hopefully by then I'll be released from the contract and I can tell you a little bit more.
I love that you said a little bit more and not this much. You said yeah, I really want you to. I'm wrapping up season 3 November 24th, but I am restarting after hiatus January 2022.
Okay.
So I definitely want you to come back again, because everybody, we talked a lot, but we didn't even talk about everything we wanted to talk about, because the pictures will have us here forever.
Girl, listen, didn't I send you a lot of pictures? And that's not even like half, nowhere near of what I got. So again,
we'll make a game out of it.
I love talking about my life. I don't mind. I'm a human being. I'm a real person. I mean, I'm around a lot of famous people, but I live a normal life. Like I'm a normal girl, and I love that. And I love that.
Right.
I love that.
And we love you, OG. We love you. You all, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and staying in her. Oh, see, look, Laquita. She's like, the love is mutual.
Thank you. Yes, Blind Guy, his wife, their life was the first ones that interviewed me, and I cammed up for theirs too. So I thank them so much for that opportunity, because we talked about my experience, going through having C19. So
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, we will. That's part 2.
Part 2. We got more pictures and more stories and more opportunities. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. You all, thank you for tuning in tonight. This was fun. I knew it was going to be. It was like, I do have sometimes heavy subjects, but when I keep it light, this is what I like my light to be. And Patrice definitely brings the light, literally from the inside out. And I'm so glad you all stayed. And, we enjoyed Patrice together. And what the funk is this, he said, you look absolutely amazing.
Thank you. What the funk? I appreciate that. How you doing? Is he late coming into the party?
You know where he is. It's probably like 6 o'clock in the morning.
What the funk?
What the funk? Listen, YouTube, don't strike me. It's funk. PH.
I know, right? I said, what the fuck?
What the fuck? All right. You all have a great evening. Oh, wait. While I have you all on right now, look at this graphic. This Saturday, so I'm on, of course, Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together, but I have two lovely, he just woke up, he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he's over there in Germany, so I don't know what time it is over there, but yeah, I can imagine.
I told you it's probably 6 o'clock in Germany. Thank you for tuning in from Germany. And this Saturday, I have I stream live on Instagram with my two co-hosts, and we are talking dope shift. That's with the T, after dark.
Oh, after dark. Oh, yeah. I like the topics too. Religion and sex. Oh,
yes. We keep it jazzy over there. So again, you all subscribe to my channel. Go to my Instagram. It's under Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together. And the reason why we call it Talking Dope Shift is because Tashara, she's Tashara Talks. And then Erica Warren, she's the host of Dope Discussions with Erica. And I'm Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together. So collectively, we like talking dope shift.
Right.
So
listen, can you talk more juicier stuff on Instagram than on here, or are they kind of?
It's not that it's juicier. It's just that we just started out and we're just combining our platforms together. So each Saturday we'll rotate, but eventually, it'll come to YouTube. But yeah, we keep it juicy. Yeah. Listen, I had a famous porn star on here. So yeah. Really? Yes, Jet Setting Jasmine. We talked about and I had a sex therapist.
I was on for that one.
Yeah,
that one was good. It was interesting.
Very. So yeah, Jet Setting Jasmine. She's also a therapist, and she's an adult entertainer porn star as well. Yeah, look them up.
They have they call them the porn Grammys, but they have them every year in Las Vegas. Listen, I never went, but I met some interesting people because I know a lot of celebrities that go to them. They attend them every year faithfully.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get me a ticket into one of those because I will go.
I can make a phone call now if you're serious. Because listen, they have it every year. I'm just saying, I don't go to them, but I know a lot of people that do.
I'll tell you how it is. I'll be there. And I am not joking. So yeah, we'll talk about that offline. I need to get to my next stream.
Okay, baby. Thank
Patrice,
you guys.
I'm gonna call you this weekend, Patrice, so we can catch up and do our thing, what we usually do.
Awesome. I love you Part 2 is coming next year, y'all.
Yeah, if you all want her to come on now, you send me some emails, slide in those DMs, and let me know what you'd like to hear from Patrice, because she's so well-rounded.
Because my dream is whenever I start my podcast, I'm going to try and beg and plead for some of my friends to come on so I can interview them. Now that'll be interesting if we can make that happen.
Now, do you really think you're going to have to beg? People
I will. I have to beg, do some favors, and probably, like I'll sing for you for half price or something, something.
I know that's right. So Mrs. B Finesse, I just dropped my Instagram link right there, and it's in the chat. So you can just click on it, and yeah, we're going to get it popping this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, I really do have to go now, so I won't be too late.
I understand, honey. Duty calls.
Yes, ma'am. You all have a good evening. Again.
Bye, everybody.
For the queens, sisters manifesting their dreams. Get your cream by any means and beam with self-esteem. Beauty supreme and booty walk so mean. The way you fit in them jeans, you eat your cornbread and greens. Dance nurse or a doctor, red wine or vodka. Redesign your spot and redefine your mantra. Retwist your locks and realign your chakras. Doing your squats and getting closer to God, huh? Brunching with your squad or taking a girl's trip. Adjust your crown, you God's gift to the world, sis. Celestial body, drink your water. Meditate, sun-kissed goddess, heavenly order. Levitate, tribe of Ashanti. Black girl magic, melanin popping, whether you ratchet or lavish, whether you bougie or savage, you a gift and a treasure. You got to love a black girl getting a shift together. Black girls are getting a shift together. These black girls getting a shift together, man. These black girls are getting a shift together. These black girls getting a shift together.